Welcome to my makeup tutorial. Today I'm going to be giving you a last minute kind of makeup Halloween costume, so it's going to be hair and makeup. So starting off, you're going to use the MAC Fix Plus spray to prime your face, because it's an easy way to prime your face and it doesn't like perfect your skin or anything, it just keeps your makeup on for longer. Next up, I'm going to be using the Revlon Colour Stay Foundation. It's super full coverage, so it's perfect for this, and it's also really light, so that's great. And you must get a foundation which is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone, because that's how zombies are. They're very pale and don't have any colour in their skin, so if you have rosy cheeks or any redness or anything like that, you want to make sure you cover it up. So there's me blending in my foundation with my damp beauty blender. I find beauty blenders are the best because they like blend everything so seamlessly to make it really full coverage and make it look even and a bit more like it's actually your skin. Sorry if you can hear like a noise in the background, it's my laptop's being really loud. So next up, you're gonna have to use a concealer. The concealer I was using was the Naked Skin concealer, and I can't remember what shade it was, but it was quite light. It's like the lightest one in my collection. So basically all you want to do is put it where you would have any kind of colour. So I get quite rosy cheeks, so I put it on my cheeks, on my nose and on my forehead, and that's just to cancel out any other colours in my face to make sure it's completely even. Oh, and I also concealed my lips to make sure that they were not pink, because just so happened that I tinted them recently. Anyways, I'm using the damp Real Techniques mini concealer sponge to blend this in, because it's perfect for concealer. And then after I've blended that in mostly, I'm going to go back in with my actual beauty blender and make sure that everything is even. So there's me doing that. So as you can see, next up I'm using a translucent powder to set my skin, because I don't really have any light powders. So I'm using the Lottie London angled brush with the Clear Complexion translucent powder from Rimmel, and I'm completely mattifying my face to make sure everything is locked in. And sorry I showed you a powder brush before, I was going to use that, but I decided to use a denser brush to make sure it was mattifying my face more. I don't know. So yeah, you want to set everything on your face. Next up, I'm using the Smashbox contour kit, and I'm using the contour shade, which is like a really kind of ashy brown colour, which is perfect for contouring, and I'm really chiseling out my cheekbones. As you can see, it's much more than you actually would to normally contour, but really you just need to go ham, because you need to look like you've got you're not healthy, you're very ill, and all your cheekbones and everything is showing. And yeah, so there's me. And then you want to go in under your chin and like contour around it, so it makes it look like you've got a really prominent chin and kind of like sharper, like a more sticky outy chin, if you get what I mean. And then you want to carve out your cheekbone, so if you go kind of in between your actual face and your neck, it will make it the illusion that you've got really sharp cheekbones, which is always great. I mean, not cheekbones, jawline, what am I talking about? Anyways, so yeah, then I kind of dragged that under my chin a bit, and then I went in on my forehead to make my head seem not as big. But yeah, I just used the 17 Cheeks brush to do that. And yeah, so that's that so far. Okay, so next up I'm using a pointed brush, which I'm going to use to contour my nose. So I'm using the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, which I do believe is discontinued, which is really sad, but if you got your hands on it, it's amazing and you'll know that. But just any kind of cool toned brown colour, and basically I did this wrong at first. I kind of like contoured down my nose, but it kind of made me look like an ogre, so after that I kind of like rubbed it off because I didn't like the look of it. and contoured it like you usually would. So yeah, what you have to do is just like contour it really thin, so make sure the lines are quite close together. And then I went back in with my contour palette, and you want to bring this all the way up to like your eyelid crease, where you would put dark shadows in your crease, because after a long time it would like be brought up into your crease after we've done the eyeshadow, etc, etc. Then I'm using a fluffy brush to blend that a bit more, and then I'm going in with my beauty blender and I am blending that in. And I brought you closer as well so you can see more what's going on. So as you can see, everything is contoured now, and I'm using this puffy brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going in with a skin color kind of shade, but it's very slightly darker, which is the perfect shade. You want like an eyeshadow which is slightly darker than the light skin tone, so it's like the same shade as my normal skin tone, but darker than the light foundation, if you get what I mean. So you want to put that all over your lid, and as you can see, it does kind of make your eyes seem smaller in a way, and it also makes them seem darker and more zombie-like, as you can see. And I am also putting that under my eyes, but obviously we're going to intensify the dark circles a lot more, so yeah, so that's just the base as like a transition colour almost. And then I'm grabbing that contour shade from the Smashbox contour kit and using that with a little flat kind of shader brush and carving out where the dark circles will be. So as you can see, this made a huge difference and really does look like I have seriously bad dark circles. But yeah, you just want to like bring that down to halfway and then kind of blend it a bit more, and you want to kind of diffuse that on the inside, but the outside you want it to be sharp, if you get what I mean. Yeah, it didn't really make any sense, but oh well. So yeah, I'm just blending that at the current moment. And then I'm going in with this dark purple plum shade and really intensifying those dark circles. And at first this looks like crazy, but once you blend it out, it looks so cool, and I was so happy that I used that shade because it looks like a bruise. It's like bruise colour. And then I'm using the MAC 217 brush, which is a fluffy brush, with that initial kind of transition skin colour shade to blend that to make it less kind of intense. And yeah, so you just want to keep on blending that, and you also want to use that contour shade just above the plum shade to kind of blend it out and diffuse it. And then you want to put that contour shade in your crease and bring that over to where your nose contour was going to be like coming in. And as you can see, it looks a bit crazy, but if you blend it out, it looks fine, so don't worry. And yeah, so I'm just blending this. So now we are done with the makeup. As you can see, I look like a zombie. And for the hair, I kept it simple. So all I did was I kept it kind of looking quite messy. So I used some dry shampoo to give it a bit of texture and ruffled it up to look crazy. And that's it.